No problem, no problem. I think we are going to standardize that, by the way. There's nothing that legally prevents us from doing such a
Can you
thing.
believe it? These
I'm pretty sure we would have beat it on the cut.
Acting like I gave a shit.
Oh no!
These goddamn pussies came over here acting like I actually gave. What lot are you using?
What was that?
We're in northbound Great Ocean.
Which, I see.
Yeah,
This is a good idea.
I'm gonna be real. Anytime we bring a vehicle to Mission Row, once it's documented, we leave it over there. Apparently you're being followed.
Can someone else check that?
I know.
Where are you?
I think I'm the closest, so I'll check.
I'm over here on
I see you.
This car's going in for obstruction, right?
Yeah, all of them should be.
Yeah, good work,
Hey.
Rhodes.
Well, thank you.
Work.
Thank you.
Honestly, this is something that's needed.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're clamping them just south of Mission Row, Nova.
So what are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Wait, is that?
I can hear you.
Wait, is that Coop?
Huh? Yeah, it's Coop Torres.
All right, let's just have the conversation
Progress
elsewhere.
that you guys were chasing, or Sultan, or which car was it?
Progress.
It's a purple progress.
Yeah, I just don't want to be in Coop's presence.
Oh, I know how much you hate Coop Torres. He's
Yeah, he could show up dead
bestie.
tomorrow, and I say this all the time. I'd say good riddance. Good riddance. Nothing was lost. Nothing was lost at all. Fred, I have something for you.
Daisy, if you want me to move it to the other garage,
Can I borrow some money?
How much money you need?
I need to borrow a couple million.
Yeah, just get one of the clamps from Rhodes.
Back around, then I'll pay you back.
A couple million?
A couple million.
What do you need it for? What are you getting?
Me and Angel are trying to get that house in Mirror Park.
How much do you have? Because I have bad news. Oh, one moment. A firm. Oh, Fred,
where are the clamps?
Stand by. They're an evidence locker clamp. Let's go to Mission Row. Let's go to Mission Row. I need to talk to you. I need to give you something. I need to give you something.
Barbarino's code for it.
Nikki, who are the individuals that got in touch with you that weren't happy about their cars being clamped?
It was the same people that Brad was talking to. I think one of them was Coop.
Oh,
sorry, Rhodes.
no, you're good. You go. You go. No, you go. Captain's first. Captain's first. Come on. All right. Thank you.
Anyway, you want A1 to look specifically?
Palomino Freeway, maybe? Because if they sent it all the way north...
Fred, I've been wanting to give you something
just...
for a while, but our schedules haven't. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go get it from the locker. I'll meet you in the records room, and then we'll talk.
All right.
Damn, 3 more cars to be clamped. It's gonna be a.
Requesting an impound for this after it's clamped or not?
No. Just keep them in the side lot.
Okay.
You're gonna get these guys fucking all doing tow so that they can just unclamp fucking cars.
I don't think they'll be able to unclamp. And truthfully, I mean, if they want to end up doing that, it is what it is. It be what it be.
Do that, I die a little on the inside. You know, I did a lot of towing. I didn't get anywhere near that because all I did was buy clamps from people and clamp their fucking cars for a goddamn 2 months and shake them down.
Have you gotten the sound deadening material in your office replaced?
Why are you asking me things you already know the answer to?
Shucks. All right. Let me just put it in here.
Ooh, you know what I thought would be good?
What?
Instead of us having PD clamps, we get those PD lock bars so we can lock their steering wheel in place so they can still drive the car. They just can't change direction.
And what? You know what? Additionally, when we do it, we cut the wheel all the way to the left. All right, Pred.
What if we just could take a power drill? Oh, what's this? You get me something?
My gift for you.
Oh, World's best chief of police mug.
And
The best chief.
And I got something else coming. I was gonna leave it as a surprise, but considering this is, a few days late from Christmas, by the way, Lucille made that. I'm also having her reprint your Predals of Honor.
Oh, thanks, Rhodes. I appreciate that. We do need to bring those back.
That way you can hand them out. I'm having her do a relatively small print of those, in case you want any changes made, because they are gold.
Additions. What we can do is we can have the jungle version, the Team Rocket version. We can have the Neo Destiny version. We can do printed runs.
Well, she's making them. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's still holiday season, However, when I say I needed something last minute and she got it done, she got it fucking done.
Yeah, she was always real quick.
Yeah, we need we need to start getting additional things from Lucy. We need to start getting, badges and such, different badges, not the ones that we're flashing at people, but there's something with some sentimental value.
Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, it'd be nice for us to have.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like a badge for every cert or something, or.
I mean, we used to do something. We used to do something similar before, so I'm not opposed. But here's what I got. I'm just gonna lay them right here. So I got captain mugs, sergeant mugs, lieutenant mugs, and last but not least, some fired mugs for Carmine and Bobby.
Ooh, nice.
Yep, and
I got the idea for one.
What is it?
We could do a I got all my sign-offs and got promoted for officer, but I'm still a dumbass t-shirt. Like I got all my sign-offs, but all I got was this t-shirt.
Yeah, but they'll never wear it, We should let them have a little mug they can put down on, on whatever shitty cubicle they're going to use. Who knows? We'll figure something out. But something a little more personalized,
Yeah, I like that stuff.
If we go through Lucille, I mean, for all the time and effort that she puts in, like what she charges is not bad at all. So
maybe she can make nameplates.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, she can.
Not a bad idea. I'm down for that. I can speak with her. I mean, I assume something like that would be more time consuming, because if you look at,
well, okay, do you know just like the mugs and stuff? They just put them on the cubicle, and it'll be like it'll just be the nameplate, and
Yeah. I fully agree with you there. At least I got that to you. What do I want to talk about? Let's head to the records room before we.
Well, Angel's sweeping this fucking Chief Justice shit.
Yeah, don't we end up not having one if she withdraws? Like, it's either abstains or Angel.
I don't think
we literally. Well, I think.
I mean, Pred, let's be honest. There literally was no one better for the position. Like, that's the people who nominated others have either not voted or have abstained. So, like, I don't know what that's saying.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's.
I thought it was going to be more of a race. I'm going to be honest.
I thought so too. And Pred, I'm not gonna lie, I saw that some people weren't following the format, and I thought to myself, do I need to go through and talk to everyone who didn't follow this very specific format? Because
format?
Well, it's like name. I don't know if it's name, rank, department, or name, department, rank, but like some people were putting, like lieutenant, whatever, LSPD. Not that it matters, but like realistically, with how the votes are. Literally everyone could lose their vote except one person, and Angel still wins. Like, that's how skewed the votes are.
I would have thought the current DOJ would have been more unified with trying to maintain their, but it seems like they've all but given up.
I'm not sure why. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't, because we would have fought tooth and nail despite how popular or unpopular we were. We would have had to put our best foot forward and fight, convince the public.
I don't know.
I know Grayson was talking to people. I mean, I hope Grayson stays a high-ranking member of the judiciary, out of all honesty. But if he doesn't, he's going to come here and work for us.
At the end of the day, I mean, obviously, no one is going to be forced to stay in the DOJ. If they want to leave, they can. I say this. I say this having been in PD for a very long time, having been through far too many restructures. Disliking damn near all of them. I think the DOJ did need a shakeup, and I can't stress this enough. I don't want it to be perceived as me being a hypocrite, because there is a stark difference between a rotating high command every 90 days and how long has this DOJ been a thing?
A year. Almost, I would say, probably.
Wait, hasn't it been since July was the June, July was the like restructure.
It was like July 2024.
And then how long was Angel in the position before she left?
6 months.
Okay, so it's practically been an entire year then, if that's the case. Let's be honest. The one thing that resonated a lot with me with Angel, and I said this when I was here and when she mentioned it, the whole issue of conflict. I think instilling that same mindset into all of the judges who intend on staying is going to be a net benefit for the DOJ. And I can't stress this enough. When this happens and changes start happening, we cannot just shit talk the DOJ before giving it a chance.
I never really
no, not you.
To begin with,
not you. I'm saying like department wide, we cannot just shit talk the DOJ. We need to let them, and I say this literally the exact same about sorry, about like new judges and stuff. There's obviously going to be speed bumps, and I know you're not going to agree with me here.
Pains.
Marshals as well, right? Marshals have never been as big as they are now. In saying that, there are going to be growing pains. There were a few things that came up the other day that have, for the most part, been resolved.
You heard about the Ruth thing where they tried stealing a 95, right? Out of spite. You heard about that?
Oh, you're talking about the gang-related stuff?
Yeah.
I did. The way it was explained to me, so that's actually one of the growing pains I'm referring to. I was speaking with Springfield. Springfield can't 1,000% confirm, but the marshals had asked for 77s because of all the gang-related stuff. When PD responded, they were under the assumption that marshals were obviously going to lead the scene because they requested 77s, and that's just inherently what happens. However, it seems as though marshals were, I don't know if they weren't in uniform, but they typically don't respond to things out of uniform. And it's sounding like the intent was to get PD to respond to it and them have some evidence, but not directly respond or something to that extent. And then the disagreement with the gang related for the person who was negative for GSR and had nothing. And then them saying something to the extent of, well, we might as well release them all. And then I guess Brandy stepped up and pretty much said, no, we have enough for this person. Which then full circle leads back to the general idea that if someone does not agree with a specific charge, they should not be the one pressing it. If someone is saying, we have enough, and directs someone to charge someone, and that person charging them does not agree that there is enough, whoever is making that call needs to be the one to process. This isn't I was instructed to process this person because all other officers went down.
That's not what happened, though.
I know. But it led to like other situations that I don't know if that very specifically occurred, but it came up as a hypothetical, which needs to be addressed beforehand. Which
There's
is
one part that you haven't been informed of.
Oh, what's that?
I literally said, hey, listen, if you guys need this person for something, I'm here. You can just fill me in on what it is, and then you can take him. All right, I
And what'd
literally
they-
listen. If it's
What'd they
did
say?
nothing, said nothing to me.
So Davenport was in the meeting when we were talking to Springfield. Springfield is very receptive, by the way. I know you don't like a lot of the marshals. I know you don't get along well with Ruth. I would highly recommend speaking to Springfield. She's got a good head on her shoulders, and
I extended the hand. All right, you got to talk to Peters. My bad for
Okay.
interrupting again, but
No, you're
you need
good.
to hear this. All right, fucking, I went down there to bury the hatchet with Ruth. I said, all I want is just basic communication between us. That's all. You know, I even gave examples. Like, if you need something, I will give it to you. If it's on a scene when it comes to 95, I said, I
Right.
literally, I put it out on. Still treated me like I was a piece of shit. There's no winning. You know, I mean, there's no goddamn winning.
Fred, can I suggest a strategy that I don't think you've considered?
I'm open to suggestions.
Have you ever killed someone with kindness? Because I can assure you, people won't know what to
Never.
do with you if you attempt it.
I did attempt it. I still got
No.
treated like a goddamn
Here's the
fucking
thing.
piece of shit.
Yeah, but Pred, treating someone or like killing them with kindness means they treat you like shit, and you do nothing but continue to treat them the exact same way. You want to kill them with kindness because they will not know how to act to you. The thing is, I think even if you attempt this, Pred, you're going to have this undertone with everything you say, and it's not going to come across as killing someone with kindness.
So I gotta change the way I talk. I can't help it. I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah, listen, I understand. I really do.
I'm from the East Coast, man. This is just how I am.
I too am from the East Coast, Pred.
Well then.
Look, listen, despite growing up in Mass, I guess I'm just not a masshole. I don't know how it works. My family drives a car and I drive a car. How does that work?
Oh my God, the cockies.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Cockies.
The point I'm trying to make is, I know. I'm gonna sit here and pretend that you did everything right when trying to speak to Ruth and didn't give any attitude.
Ask Peters. He was present.
I will when he's around. But the point I'm trying to make is procedurally, we need to make sure that the marshals and PD, both LSPD and BCSO, are all on the same page. Because, again, if marshals are calling for 77s, in their first on scene, the expectation is they're leading that scene. Whereas seemingly in the situation that actually occurred, they were not actually leading. Which is problematic because there's an assumption made when 77s are called. And realistically, if they're not leading the scene, they can inform us, but 77s is not the call to make, right? And then again, back to the whole, like, if marshals are instructing officers to charge this person who's negative for GSR and, you know, has nothing on them, if the person who has them in custody disagrees and that marshal is doing nothing, the marshal should be the one processing. End of story. Like, there should be no dispute between the person pushing the charge. Like, again, this is it, if everything is explained, right? This isn't I just showed up late to this scene. We just needed arresting officers. That's it. Because everything gets explained to those officers. And even then, and if an officer disagrees, like, we don't have enough, then whoever's making that call should ultimately take over that processing.
Well, I asked specifically for Marshall's patrol SOPs, and I got told that those are internal Marshall documents only.
From my understanding, they are pretty much identical to PD. That's just what I was told. However, there is a difference in a marshal going out and just doing general patrol. They need to be in a marked uniform. They need to be identifiable. otherwise, from my understanding, they shouldn't be, outside of like, odd circumstances.
Yeah, you
I'm not
can't
quite
be
sure.
in an unmarked vehicle without a uniform on, fucking performing traffic stops.
I agree.
I mean?
I agree. And that's what well, not that specifically is what I brought up at Springfield. My concern was there being this expectation of if marshals are calling for 77s, they're leading that scene. We'll follow their direction as long as it's not stupid, but they shouldn't expect us to lead those scenes, and seemingly that's what happened because the marshals did little to nothing. And then we're upset with the whole, like, I'm going to assume they're going to claim it to be an inconsistency in processing, but like it literally just comes down to what we have and what we don't, like what we can prove and what we can't. We know those people were directly involved, but if they bring this to court, how are we going to prove involvement if we didn't witness the person who's negative for GSR and has no gun? How are we going to prove their involvement? We can't, not unless we witnessed everything. And if we did witness everything, or if the marshals did, then they should have communicated those things. And I don't know. From my understanding, the whole point of contention was the people negative for GSR and had nothing on them, obviously robbed, were, after marshals were told that they were being let go, the marshals said, well, then we might as well let everyone go. But that's not how that works. If we have other people with illegal firearms and we're actively involved in these shootings, like those are two very different things.
They might have fucked up the court cases with Bobby and Carmine so bad that they might lose on some giant technicalities and get like civilly sued. Like,
and from what front?
Ooh, all right, listen, it'd be better. I think I'm gonna be talking to Carmine and one of his attorneys today. Hopefully you're around so I can drag you into that conversation, because it is actually juicy what happened.
Like setup juicy, or like falsified
they don't know
stuff?
the basics of the procedures.
Oh.
They don't know. Essentially, I'm going to say it. Ruth might not know the difference between reasonable suspicion and probable cause. In fact, I don't think Ruth knows what detainment is at this point, judging by the stuff that I've heard. And she's the second in command of Ryan's marshals. It's honestly so fantastic for us, because I already know how this goes in court. They are going to get fucking absolutely smoked.
Well, Fred, get ready for the new DOJ.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, hey, it's either we
open
smoke
mind,
them or
open
we
mind.
Get smoked.
How does this go regarding how do I word this? Okay, so the most they've done is suspend both of them pending the conclusion of the court case, correct?
Yeah, but who knows how long that is? I mean, these motherfuckers. I would have.
Well, is stuff on the docket yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is now, but that's what I would have preferred the route to be.
Well, I mean, that's a double-edged sword, right? Because we're inherently leaving two officers who, on a highly probable basis, did something.
Yeah, but it's more,
no bueno.
You gotta. Yeah, but the thing is, though, also, you can't. There has to be some type of decorum, right? Because the door is open on, I suspect Kyle Pred has done misconduct. I'm going to suspend him for a month. The door is open on, like, there has to be set parameters. Otherwise, these people will abuse the system. And then they'll be surprised Pikachu face when I call them out for it and say that it's dog shit.
I agree. I think
had to deal with this as a mayor. I'm not going to deal with it.
I agree. I think any undue like delay in a situation like this, for someone like Carmine especially, Bobby's a little more iffy in terms of scheduling. But if Bobby and Carmine can bend over backwards for scheduling, then there is no reason as to why this case cannot be pushed forward very quickly. It should be no different than the Babylon murder case, right? Like, everyone is typically available during those hours. Anyone directly involved either extended their hours, made themselves available, or whatever. and it got scheduled with the fucking quickness. This should be no different. Carmine's around damn near every day. If this is a big if, there is any unreasonable delay, then quite frankly, I just think we call him out. Like, this should not be a means of just having someone being, suspended indefinitely. However, I mean, we still have to come to the realization that, like, we fucking know Bobby and Carmine did it because they're fucking dumbasses.
Yeah.
And not that I'm encouraging their behavior, okay, but it would be a very bad look for us to take on either of them, even if they were found not guilty.
Yeah, the only issue is that there's a lot of just a lot of variables around this time, which rub me the wrong way. Like we knew about the new the DOJ turnover, so we know that the current DOJ ain't really going to do shit until the new DOJ comes into place, right? And then
I mean, I'm going to be honest, Pred. That falls on Bobby and Carmine for picking an inopportune time to do something real fucking stupid.
Yeah, I do agree to a certain extent, but I also think that when it comes to prosecuting cops, that I think there has to be a certain level of there's I'm conducting the investigation while keeping an eye on these fuckers, and then there's I've conducted my investigation, I'm charging them, they should be suspended. Like I think you have to cross like a certain line or threshold, because it's not hard for someone to. All right, so take this for example.
Planting evidence, that's a bad one.
Well, here, hold on. Let me just finish. I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
All right. One of the reasons why they wanted to suspend Carmine was because Carmela came forward, one person, and said that Carmine snow dumped her, right? And Ruth suggested that was probable cause enough for them to. In fact, during the conversation, that was the main reason why he was suspended, is because Carmela said that Carmine snow dumped her. That was the main reason why he was suspended. The other things were investigating it, but that was like the direct probable cause. And when I asked, is that probable cause, she said that's for the court to decide. So they took one instance of he said, she said, in order to create this. They need, Carmine needs to be suspended in the immediate, and then they used the gun that was found, I'm presuming, and Jeb contested that, saying, "Well, the legislation clearly states an abandoned firearm isn't a firearm that's in the possession of someone else. So how do you have PC for the charge, right?" And she said that's for the court to decide as well. So what they did was they took the lowest bearing, like the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Pushed it to the top and used that to create the guise of probable cause in order to suspend them in the immediate a week and a half ago. And that's not the type of policing I'm a fan of. Now, take it from me. I was a marshal for a little bit. I didn't suspend one officer. One, I wanted to keep an eye on him. Hey, Jeb, can I call you back? Me and the ass chief are talking. Oh, get my car back, Jeb. I need it.
Who the fuck stole your core?
Thanks, Jeb. Shoot him. Bye. Someone stole my car, probably Coop Torres. But, so, see, when I was a marshal, right, I was told I had all these authoritative powers, all these things I could do, right? But I had a different type of plan because my scope was always to fuck as many people over as possible, right? So I played it close to the cuff. And if I couldn't interpret anybody as being a direct threat to anybody, right? Like me believing someone might be a threat and me knowing someone were a threat were two completely different things, two different like levels of action, right? I don't know versus I know, right? So I operate, if I don't know, then I don't know. I can't know if I don't know. So the logic that I applied that was why I just conducted my investigations. Garrity warning to them. They cooperated with my interrogations. I organized everything, and then I would turn it over to LSPD High Command, right? And you know why I did that? I did that, one, because if the LSPD command failed to take action, and I have provable crimes being, like I have things proven, right? I have like
I mean, that's
misconduct, corruption.
you're covering your
then-
ass there on the first step of an ACR or impeachment, because that was your
Yeah.
attempt at getting them to make it right.
Yes. And then if they didn't, that's when I would have stepped in. The issue is
Yeah, I think that's
always
valid.
gathered everything, did my due diligence, right? I never acted too hastily, even though people thought I did, right? And then I just turned over all the information. And then I would point it out to them. I'd be like, hey, I have this recording where this person says this. I have, they altered this statement after I had this conversation with them, right? And I would make sure that they have all the information. And then I was watching them, because if they didn't do anything, then I most certainly could have went over at them as well.
Right.
So it's like I created this thing without taking immediate action. So my refusal to take immediate action was planned.
I get what you're saying. From my understanding, though, the pushing of the charges and suspension was based on the Carmela stuff. I didn't think played a role. I primarily had to do with the knife found on Bill Mays.
No, the main things that played the role were the Carmela Corset statement and the gun that was found. The licensed firearm that was found. That was the main provocation of charges that could be pressed in a court of law.
Huh.
So they deemed that as probable cause, which, in my opinion, is abusing the system, and they know better. That's the thing. They know better. But they chose to do it anyway because spite, right? Because it's not about working with us. It's about big dicking us. The other stuff was pending investigation.
Interesting.
So doesn't it make more sense why I'm more upset by it? Because
well, I mean, yeah, with it being framed that way,
guys, yeah,
but well,
things that could be easily argued. They twisted things that could easily be argued by anybody that they don't even 100% know is sticking. They say this is probable cause. This can be settled. This can go to court, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's the thing I have an issue with, because it's taking advantage of our system.
I'm not gonna lie,
manipulating the system for immediate action.
Ruth is around right now, and again, I've never seen her act, all sorts of crazy. I know you guys don't get along. I'd be curious to just engage in conversation, make sure we're all on the same page, and see how she does act. And if she acts the same way that she acts with me, you let me know that that's wildly different. And if I see that she's acting, crazy to you, then I will absolutely, acknowledge that as firsthand stuff, because I don't doubt it based on the amount of people who said it. I'm curious to know if the story will change if we're both in the same room. And
Rhodes, you gotta realize something. People are gonna me and you are vastly different people, right? Like we're yin and yang, but there's a little bit of you and me, and there's a little bit of me and you, right? People know that you're far more optimistic than I am, where I just expect everyone's out to fuck me over,
Yeah, no, I get it, but I guess what I want to see is either you get to experience what I do speaking to Ruth, or I get to experience what you do speaking to Ruth. You know what I mean? Us both sitting down with Ruth.
Yeah, I get that.
There's not going to really be a middle ground behind acting an in-between of what she normally does with the two of us, So I'm curious to know what side of Ruth comes out in that instance.
I can drag it out of anybody at any time.
I know, Pred, because you were made to just piss people off. Listen, there's a few things. There's a few things that add fuel to my fire, Pred. Okay, that's Karens, people giving me any sort of attitude, just people not giving me the time of day. And then there's actually, I'm not going to say that one. But TLDR is try to annoy me, try to best me, and suddenly I have all the time in the world. And every time you say something, it's more fuel to my fire. I will take from the Pred playbook. I will double, triple, quadruple down over and over and over. Okay? You get low, I get lower. Okay? But there has to be tact. I will say things that are probably going to be a little offensive and not professional, if I get dapped on that, I get dapped on that. It is what it is, right? I will take that. But I go into all of my situations knowing damn well the consequence of doing whatever it is I'm doing. And if I'm doing something, again, I know the consequence and I'm going to be accepting of it. I'll never forget when now this was when things were real serious. I'll never forget when Turner was one of the 3 original captains. And, you know, do you know, was it Mason Calloway? Yeah, it was Mason Calloway. He was doing grime. This was damn near 2 years ago at this point. And he was with this lady who was giving me attitude over and over and over. And, you know, he took off from the traffic stop, didn't use his turn signal, pulled him over again. He started speeding back to pulled him over again. So much so that this lady gets out the damn core and starts, like, pissing on my car. Just on the wheel. And so I drove off and I got on the megaphone and I said, Mr. Calloway, a lot lizard is low even for you. Now, this was, again, professionalism was a big deal, okay? A real big deal. But you know what I did to get ahead of it? I went straight to Turner, told him exactly what the fuck I said, because if I'm going to do something wrong, it's going to come from my mouth, okay? You're not going to find out from some other individual. I'm going to get ahead of it. There's no reason not to. Because if they find out from someone else, guess what? It's going to be perceived as I was trying to hide something. I'll admit to all my wrongdoing, every bit of it, every tiny fucking bit. Because ain't no one getting a one-up on me. The only time it didn't work, well, not that it didn't work, was some guy claimed I said some dumb shit to him, which I never, those words never would have came out my fucking mouth. But if they did, I would have admitted to it. 100%. Anyways, TLDR. Well, actually, hold on.
I would have done worse, beat her in the street, and then I would have lied to Turner.
No. See, that's right, and that's the line that I pull you back from, Pred. That's the line I pull you back from. You want to do it, and you will do it, but you'll also listen to the common sense coming from me, and that's why we work so well together.
I still tell you, Kiki Pendragon ocean dumped herself for attention.
Oh my God.
Kiki Pendragon ocean dumped herself for attention, man. It is what it is. I just got caught in the crosshairs of the whole thing.
So, I mean, do we want... Well, actually, if the case is already on the docket, how's scheduling looking on that?
Scheduling isn't going to be a thing, probably. I mean, I would imagine it's going to be a couple days.
I would assume, like, New Year, maybe.
Yeah.
Because, like, who's going to want to schedule anything New Year's Eve or New Year's?
New Year and fucking...
Yeah, that's just going to be ass.
New DOJ coming in. I mean... Look, I'm going to be very patient with the new DOJ because I want them to succeed.
Yeah, I think that's the mindset we need.
I think we gotta be good. We gotta be supportive.
But also, Pred, and this isn't me telling you don't like entirely back down. There are going to be some strong-willed individuals. You know, like if Crane does in fact return, we can be candid with Crane. The thing is, Crane will want to come to a middle ground regarding things if he can see inconsistencies between stuff. And that's why I wanted to vote Angel. Just because I know if we have concerns, Crane will have a very logical response. And Angel's not going to be the one to do everything, right? That's why people like Crane are going to be returning.
Yeah, I don't want to deal in middle grounds, though. I want to deal in new standards being set, and I want to deal in...
Well, new standards being set can be a middle ground. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be a crazy change, but a general understanding.
There's no middle ground with me. There's only Pred win. I will not allow for middle ground.
Pred, I think you have to taper your expectation. And the thing is,
I will not allow for it.
Well, you're gonna have to, because the DOJ stuff is out of our hands, right? The best we can do. We can fight for whatever it is we want, right? It doesn't mean we're going to get it, right? There's a legislative process we have to follow. It is what it is. But ultimately, I just know that with said people at the helm of the DOJ, we'll be listened to. Yeah, listen, I think it was Ventura that told me the other day that they wanted to push legislation for essentially like holding vehicles. Kind of like what I'm doing with those clamps. There's nothing preventing me from doing that, by the way. And apparently judges specifically told them that they want documented examples of people coming back for their car. And I damn near lost my mind.
Documented example. Documented.
Do they want us to record the person coming back for their car? Because the reason we don't have the car is because they came back for it. But do you see why?
That sounds like I don't. Fucking Falconer.
I don't.
I'm being honest.
No, I fuck with Falconer. I don't know who.
I fucking hate Falconer.
I know you do. I know you do.
He's a blainer to the core, and he's a pussy.
We have a difference of opinion.
His amalgamation of thought and belittling of the Babylon 11 case was such a fucking detriment to not just the Department of Justice, but to the city as a whole. He did grade school level judge verdict rendering. All right? If you were to take a child and put them in the room and ask them to come with a fucking conclusion, that is what Falconer did.
Fred, I don't want to I have to interrupt you. I don't want to gatekeep stupid rulings, but I had personally the McMoo self-defense against PD ruling, okay?
That's true.
Okay, I don't think anything can be worse than that. That was atrocious.
Anybody but McMoo was a...
Hey, it worked. It worked. Whoever did that won. Anywho, I don't want to get caught up too much in yapping. So you can get out there. If you need anything, let me know. Let me know when the Carmine stuff happens.
I need to borrow money.
Oh, yeah, you did say you needed $2 million.
No, I mean, well, how much do you got?
Oh, wait, this puts me in an awkward situation.
It'll be fine. The bonuses are rolling in.
Well, no, I provided Maple with money to bid on that house.
To bid on what house?
the Mirror Park one.
How much?
I gave him $1 million.
Fuck Sean Maple. All right, he doesn't need that house. He's in shift 3.
Hey!
Fact, honestly, I'm gonna get a legislation passed that unless you pour into shift 1 a little bit, you shouldn't be able to own property.
No! Absolutely not. Oh fuck. What do I do? How much are you bidding on the property?
15 million.
You're bidding what?
I'm making sure I want that house. I'm bidding 15 million.
Oh my. Fred, do you know who you're going to be going up against?
Kaneshiro.
Uh-huh. Do you know what they own?
The whole neighborhood.
Uh-huh. Do you know what else they own?
What?
Pretty much the only food stall that is ever open. Do you know how much money that generates? You know they pay employees 50 grand like an hour or something crazy?
Good. That's less money for them to dump into the fucking bid.
I'll give you money because at the end of the day, if you are bidding,
2 million now.
if you're bidding that high, they're not going to win that, and I will instruct them to bid on something else because that's not going to be a realistic number for them to hit. That being said, you're probably overbidding. I would assume that goes for like 10 at most.
I gotta overbid. I have to. I want to guarantee this property.
I'll give you the 2 million.
You do 2.5.
I'll do 2.5.
My dog. And I'll pay you back. I swear, I'm getting the bonuses back on the menu.
Did you ever get money from Malding?
No, the son of a bitch is refusing to pay me, so I'm gonna have to get a court order. I mean, I'm gonna have to fucking.
Oh, he was around. I don't know. Here, let's go to the bank.
He was. I talked to him yesterday.
So just a heads up, I'm not going to say the amount that you're bidding to Maple because I don't want other people to know. But I am going to tell them to withdraw and
Order
consider one of
Maple-
the others.
Just tell Maple he doesn't need a house.
No, Pred,
Just
I
tell
can't.
Maple a house is wasted on him.
No, I can't do that.
Just tell him you don't.
Pred,
even think
I'm just
people
going
who
to tell
aren't
him-
Strictly shift 3 shouldn't have a
I'm
home.
just going to tell him that the number is going to far
Is
exceed.
this a dust storm?
I don't. Is the snow gone?
And
I'll
it's
take-
a dust storm.
I'll take this.
This weather fluctuation.
There's going to be the fucking death of me. Oh, you voted, right? Not that it matters.
Yeah,
but-
I put it in.
Did I? Nope, my car's downstairs. One moment.
Goddamn sandstorm.
I just want to stay indoors.
Thanks for letting me borrow the money.
No problem.
I gotta over.
I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't be able to do it if your bid was. Hold on, I'm not gonna say this too loud. I wouldn't be able to do it if your bid was like, you know, something relatively small, because then I already gave money to Maple and Etta, but because I know you're gonna far exceed it, I'm just gonna have to tell him to bid for something else.
I went to a Marshall debriefing just so I could farm money from the LSPD officers there.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
one BCSO on duty yesterday, 17 LSPD. It was fucking crazy.
That's not surprising.
Of course I poked fun at them too. I said, where's the BCSO guy?
Is it 11177?
Yeah, 3 1s, 2 7s.
All right.
It's like yours is 1303. Ooh, someone sent me $1 million.
All right, there you are.
Level check this. All right, I got $9.1 million. I got an account from house auction, not drugs, gun deal, cover-up fees, or any other corrupt or illicit activity. Nice. I don't know who sent me this, though. It doesn't say. I have the account, but it doesn't tell me who sent it. But I got 9.1 million. Angels got 2. It was probably my dog Jeb, yeah.
There we go. And
shit, I might end up putting like 16 or 17 million on this property just to make sure I fucking get it. I swear to God, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off if I put this money in and still lose. I'm going to lose it. I am going to shoot the homeowner.
no, you're not.
I'm gonna
No,
put
you're
on a
not.
mask.
No.
I'm
No.
going to go.
The
over
mask
to
didn't
the
help
door.
Bobby.
Rhodes, I'm going to go over to the door. I'm going to pass out on their stoop. I'm going to, the door's going to be unlocked, and I'm going to go inside there and wait for them to wake up with a baseball bat.
Don't do anything stupid, Pred. Jesus.
And no, I'm going to go in there with a sledgehammer and destroy the entire property. Routinely.
Okay, but how bad are you going to feel if you end up bidding this amount and the lowest bid prior to that is like 7 million below what you bid?
I won't have time to concern myself with that.
Yeah, you're right.
So why aren't you using the C7? I thought you were done with the Scout.
I am, but I've learned new tech.
I do need food, by the way, and drink if you got some. I'm a little hungry and thirsty. God damn, I feel like I'm on the fucking surface of Venus. I feel like I'm on the surface of fucking Mercury. With
So
this
here's the thing. I can lock a gear in an automatic transmission, slam on the brakes, and pretty much brake very fucking quick.
Really?
Yes. And I'm beginning to think that civilian vehicles just have better transmissions that allow them to do that, because nothing else is different in this car. I've said it before when I was in a 6-speed auto. I said I hated the 8-speed sequential because I didn't like. The exact quote was, "It artificially increases my braking distance because it has to shift down those 2 additional gears." And I don't know if, like, I've got a stage 5 clutch, but it doesn't matter. If I slam on the brakes, it's just delayed literally by the transmission, nothing else. Because if I lock gear right now, slam on brakes.
It's got pickup. I'm gonna be honest. It seems like it's got pickup.
That was 130 to 0. And you can do it mid pursuit, mid turn. Now, is this the fastest vehicle we have? No. It also struggles to maintain top speed, which is problematic for every fucking vehicle we chase. However, I do like having an all-wheel drive car. I hate the idea of getting rid of an all-wheel drive car. Oh! You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just a little smoky in here, don't you think? I think the sandstorm's just. I think it's caused. I don't know what that was. Must have been the
wind.
Oh, jeez. I'm putting the mask back on.
You're gonna need it.
It's a little easier to breathe.
I think the dust is coming down here from Blaine County.
Oh, and you know what's crazy? I always have to go to Blaine County to, like, smell the fresh air. Because, sometimes it's snowing and stuff, and I just... It must be that 5G, as Frost says.
You know what people forget, Rhodes?
What?
Me and you are the original Blaine County boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even just us. We can't forget, the amount of time and effort that literally everyone put in. But that's where we excelled very fucking well. Was picking the right people for the right job and letting them do it pretty much unsupervised because they had a good head on their shoulders.
If I could go back in time, there's only one thing I'd change that I wish we did instead.
What would that be?
I wish me and you ran the P&T directly.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish I had the time of fucking day to do that, but I just don't.
I wish we did the hiring aspect of it. They can.
Well, I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, I feel like we would have a specific type of person, and then only have that type of. You need like a good, like, well-rounded department that includes everyone.
Yeah, but we have enough awareness to know that, and
that's true. That's true. It is definitely true. Do you know who was around the other day? I'm not sure if anyone told you. Casterman. This is actually like a week or two ago.
Oh yeah, you did tell me. I think you told me Casper was around the other day.
Listen, obviously, he'd need to get a lay of the land and whatnot, and figure out the norms. But I would bend over backwards to get that man in our department.
Oh yeah.
I would do.
Way's a pretty good cop.
I would do unspeakable things. That man is give him whatever directive and he will follow it to a T, and he doesn't give a fuck what your opinion is. If you did wrong, he's gonna let you know exactly what it was. I miss him.
Maybe we can entice him with
Goomba's
a job
buying a tow clamp. Do you think they're trying to unclamp the cars?
They won't be able to unclamp. They won't be able to undo your clamp. They don't have the key. Coop really is a rat fuck, isn't he?
Are you surprised? This man... Pred, let me put this into perspective, pal. This man was very specifically told multiple times, we are not pursuing your engine swap Draugr at all. Like, we're just not. And he would bring it to every robbery he was involved in. Every single one, without fail, for months. And not just bring the Draugr. It was already really fucking quick. Turned on a dime. He would then go for, like, the center median on the freeways. He would climb the stairs from, like, where the tow lot is towards Form. And then, like, I don't understand how he was at all surprised. I'm being honest.
What is that? Ooh, clamped by LSPD. Clamped
Oop.
by You did a good job here.
Oh.
You
Nice
did a
collection of
damn
cars you
good
got here.
job
Real
here.
Oh,
nice.
thank you, thank you. Just making sure everything's in order.
Oh, what do you got?
Wodes clamped my car. Can you help me? Can you Wodes clamp my car and put it in a car garage? I want some help, please.
Hey,
Help me, please.
How about you go and drive your car? Where's your car at, huh?
Yeah, where's your car,
Princess
Kyle?
Queen. That's what I thought.
Oh, pussy.
Why are they so pressed over cars? Don't they have 1,000 of them?
Rhodes, you know how people are. The only thing I'd get pressed over is if someone had you in handcuffs for an hour. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
I'm sorry, I have to add fuel to the fire.
Of course! Didn't you not just see me adding fuel to the fire? Oh, damn. The markup is crazy. You know, I used to get them for $500 a pop.
Convenience is, you know, I've learned from Bruce Baylor. Convenience is the business to be in.
Well, good thing that's the
really,
only
like,
thing you learned.
Oh my god! Brett, I can't see shit!
The dump truck came out of nowhere!
Holy fuck.
It's the 5G.
Okay, well...
Good thing that's the only thing you learned from Bruce Baylor.
Well, now I'm setting my radar speed limit to 1 mile an hour. So I'll get a beep whenever there's a vehicle in front of me. I'll get a warning.
Well, it's like sonar and echolocation.
Yeah. But, like, it might be too late. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Dispatch 290, be advised, there are a couple vehicles in the brick parking structure just south of Mission Row PD. There's multiple individuals, I believe, trying to retrieve their clamped vehicles. They might be a little upset.
Yeah, Cockington's speaking a job right now.
A firm. Oh, I'm getting called.
Yeah, he's
Well,
at Mission Row.
Hello.
Red V-Star's here and it's
Hey, Matt Rhodes, it's
Hey.
me,
Hey, dickhead.
Cockington Webster. Hey,
What's up?
How you
Oh my
doing
god.
today?
I'm
got a
doing bad. I
proposition.
can't see shit.
I got a position for you.
But you got a proposition. I'm married and you're not my type.
I'm not sexually attracted to you.
You're not sexually attracted to me. Well, I'd take offense to that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, listen, I'm prepared to snitch on one street race for the unclamping of my vehicle so I can rub it in Coop's face that I got my car unclamped and he didn't.
Oh, I'd consider that. I would consider.
Listen, I ain't no snitch, right? But I already talked to Albert King, and he told me that you guys is looking for an orange Amaggio to spike the shit out of during the street race.
Stand by. Dispatch 290, are we looking for an orange Amaggio to spike during a street race?
245, that was me.
A firm. Was that communicated with Dickhead?
Why you blowing me up on the radio? Everybody gonna know I'm a snitch now.
Oh, don't worry.
Tell him it's
Wait,
not
hold on.
for
Who's?
Dickhead.
It's not for Dickhead. It's not
Okay,
for
good.
Dickhead.
Okay, good.
I'm not on the phone with him. I'm on the phone with someone else.
Good. Okay, good. Now nobody's gonna know.
Exactly. So,
Sounds like you're on the phone with Dickhead, sir.
okay, so
I'm not Dickhead.
So hear me out. Man.
Well, I mean, I don't need it right now.
Do you know?
Right now. You can wait. I'll tell you what. What's your ping? I'll go to the next street race, and then I'll ping you there. Keep an eye out for.
You gonna race in this fucking sandstorm? You can't see shit.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
did you
race.
have
I
anywhere
said I'd
race?
go to it.
Stand by.
Oh my god.
Okay, so who is the orange Amaggio driver?
I don't know. Yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm
Okay.
not on the phone with the cops right now. Uh-oh. I will, I don't know who it is. King just told me. Where the fuck are you, Miguel? Anyway.
I will unclamp your vehicle.
Just wait, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I'll tell you, when I find this street race, I'll let you know. I'll be an undercover
Let me
spy.
know when the coast is clear and Coop is no longer there.
Don't do it. Wait, give me like, you around for like half an hour?
Hey, King,
yeah.
How you doing?
Okay, yeah, I'll call you. Let's
Okay.
get this orange Amaggio first.
All right, sounds good. Okay. I'm going to agree to Dickhead's terms. which are he's going to ping me at the next race. I don't know if that's going to guarantee that the Orange Maggio's there. However, he said he just wants